Сегодня у нас очередной стрим по Кену Фоллету в Pillars. Так что начнем потихонечку. Так, потихонечку, понемножечку, по капельке, но мы приступим. Так. Так. Угу. Поехали, господа. Следующая глава у нас глава. Так. Продолжить. Книга 2. Здорово, пират! Здорово! Сегодня у меня Pillars. Хочу его как бы допройти в скорости, чтобы начать что-то другое. Мне очень интересна вот эта вот история, вся эта средневековье. Ну, не то чтобы квест, она более как бы... Ну, для квеста он простой. Ну да, с элементами квеста. В принципе, все-таки это история как бы. Так. Хотя задания и инвентарь какие-то номинальные есть. Поговорить с Филиппом. А, я играю за Тома.
Philip? Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems.
Так.
So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
Опаньки. Они опять подрались?
Yes. I think it wise you take in Jack as a novice.
Джека в
He wouldn't
новице.
work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
She may never agree to marry me because of this. She believes I'm favouring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice. And the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
I have no choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course. Let us talk to Jack then.
Yes.
Так. Угу. Нам дали квестик такой небольшой, да? Поговорить с Джеком. Угу. Ну, пойдемте поговорим.
Tom,
Что такое?
wait for me.
Подожди, говорит, меня, я говорю, с тобой.
Philip,
Хорошо.
something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want to fight the priory's debt. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember.
Угу.
He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see this.
Milius, we have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Чуть чего.
For once, all is well.
I haven't seen my brother Francis in a long time.
Да.
I'm afraid. For him. For all of us. But it's not just that.
No?
I think I've lost my faith.
О, нет.
Let us talk later, like we used to.
Yes, of course. We will.
Are you
Отлично.
not coming, Remigius?
I have pressing matters to attend to, my prior.
All right.
And what kind of surprise is it?
А, нет, вот
I
Джон,
think
всё
you'll be
нормально с ним.
amazed, both of you.
Ooh, now I'm curious. When can we see it?
I should be done this afternoon. Come on, Jonathan. Let's have a look at the bear.
Yes, please.
На медведя?
Have fun, boys. Any idea what he's up to?
I have no idea.
Father, Jack took tools from the site. I don't know what he did with them, but I know he took them.
Well, you two won't get a chance to quarrel in the future. Philip will see to that. But Jack is not the only one to blame in this.
Так, и чё теперь? Ходит с Джеком. Ну, пойдемте за Джеком. Так, Марта и Лиена.
Oh, by the way, I've heard from Richard.
Is he all right?
Message didn't say, but I assume he's fine.
Why's that?
He says he needs me to buy him a new horse.
Угу. Понятно. С Ричардом все в порядке.
Go!
Are you sure you want to see this?
Of course. What a show.
Why did the bear and dog fight?
It's in their nature. The beast that is more clever and
If
stronger
they-
wins.
No. For them, there is no winning.
Jonathan, come here. You shouldn't have brought him here. It's dangerous.
I'm always doing something wrong no matter what I do. If Alfred had brought him here, I bet there wouldn't have been a problem.
There would have.
Maybe it's better if you and Jonathan go.
Come on.
Jack,
What?
I know how you feel.
Oh, really?
The world is unjust. We are like these poor animals, forced to tear at each other's flesh.
Так.
It is a game that they force us to play.
Who? Tom?
No. The kings and empresses, even the bishop, Tom, and all of us are made to live in an unjust world in which we are forced to make unjust decisions again and again. And we don't even know we are playing their game. You have every right to be angry. But there is a way to remove yourself from that cage. Perhaps not for the sake of God, but for the sake of man.
What do you mean?
I want you to become a monk.
Все, короче, сожрал медведь собачку.
Wait! Don't go wandering off on your own.
Джонатан все бегает и смеется. Найти Джонатана, ну-ка. Идем туда.
Have you two
Опаньки.
seen my son? Ellen. He went over to see the bear fight.
Aliena? I have come to...
To what?
Чтобы что?
What's wrong with your brother?
I've no idea.
Aliena, I have come to ask for your hand.
Ничего себе.
Are you mad, Alfred Builder?
What?
Why would you think that I... What was that?
Что такое? Джонатан? Ты чего? А, не, все нормально с ним. Пока. Так вот он. Вот он.
Oh, now.
И чего? Я уж думал, его кто-то разорвал.
Should have looked out for you. You want us to go all the way up there? Like Alfred and Jack do? Come on. We'll go together. You and me.
А, плохая идея.
So, this is it then?
Опа.
Who's that man?
Опаньки.
I am the Earl of Shiring, boy.
Stay with me, Jonathan.
Now, while my men inspect your market, tell me, where is your saint?
The crypt.
Speak up!
Tom!
The crypt!
Oh, you are Tom Builder. Two birds with one stone.
Угу.
Jonathan!
Он его лошади, что ли, за... Кошмар какой. Ладно. О-о-о. Сейчас будут все сжечь, походу. Вот черти. Покайтесь, место... Угу. Покайтесь. В смысле покайтесь? В чем дело? Так, у нас никакого инвентаря нету, ничего нету. Странный том. Живой-здоровый. Как-то странно все это. А куда делся этот мелкий Джонатан? Так, ладно. Будем искать выход. Покайтесь. Так, ладно, подожди, покаяться. Надо, может, как-то на него это активировать. Как-то его активировать? Нет. Нет. А, вот, подожди, могила? Чья могила? Дерево начало расцветать. А, это его жена.
I'm sorry, my love. I am so sorry.
All is well, my husband. Rest now.
Как ее Гвинет? Как-то так. В общем... О,
This is the end.
ну как бы не то чтобы конец, но, блин, близко.
They were burning by God. They were on fire. Where are the others? They're going to kill them.
Aliena! Milius locked the door.
From the outside? Is he still out there? No.
Монахи, спасите Джонатана. А он где? Он там?
Milius locked it. Milius!
Милли запер ее.
I think I can hear him out there.
Так.
Return our saint, or you will go to hell.
No. You go.
No!
Минус Милли.
William Hamlin.
Aliena is still out there.
So is Jonathan.
Give us this day our daily bread.
I know it.
Мелко надо найти. Так, монахи. Арист. Что там? Люди. Эндрю. Что?
Go out there. May God have mercy on us.
Brother Andrew, I implore you. Others are still outside.
Pray for them. It's all we can do.
Туда не пускают. Туда тоже не пускают. А куда тогда пускают? Эй, там же два выхода только. Группа людей, погоди-ка. Там был граф.
It's all right.
Why did this happen? What did you do?
What?
The Earl wouldn't do this without a reason. So what did
Ну,
you
я хотел или Сайберию. Ну, у меня Сайберия уже, в принципе, подготовлена. Все готово для нее. Я хотел бы пройти Сайберию. Вот. Дорога к мельнице. А можно туда?
Oh no! Oh God! The gate is locked as well.
Ворота тоже заперты.
Aliena is this way.
So are the attackers. If we go this way, they might not see us.
You're right.
But it's locked. Jack!
This isn't happening.
Так. Ты играл в Сибирь, да?
Jack?
Ну и как тебе? Я вот не играл.
Jack!
Так. А, это надолго? Подожди, что случилось-то? А, понятно.
move, Mary, please?
We must leave him here. No, I have to.
Есть еще вариант с этим. Очень хочу Ведьмака пройти. Но немножко беспокоюсь за управление.
Look at her husband. Look at her. Your words won't do any good.
I won't allow you to poison her, woman.
Так, спасите Джонатана.
Help her. It works.
I will not let you use your devil's work.
Я понимаю, что это тема.
Prior James was
Это даже очень тема.
Prior James.
Да,
You have no idea what kind of
посмотрим,
Prior
в общем.
James was. You are a fool.
Ну, как говорится, на месте разберемся. Будем поэтапно. Как говорится, если будут проблемы, будем решать их, когда они будут появляться. Вот. Собственно. Я в слэшеры не особо играл. Ну, нет. С ними некоторые проблемы возникают.
We will die if we don't leave soon.
Вот. А он все-таки как бы с элементами слэшера. Там драться надо, все это вот. Так. Нет, у меня в третьей части, у меня нет третьей части. Да у меня вообще никакой части нету, я вот думаю. Или Сибирь начать, или подкопить денег на этот. На Ведьмака. Понимаешь, потому что мне тут ребята Сибирь рекомендовали как классную игру. Вот. Да и да. А, в первой не слэшера. Я третью смотрел. Стримы. Так, чё они тут ругаются? Опаньки, ничего себе.
The day you came to us, I warned Prior Philip about you.
Look where that got you, you old goat.
Опаньки. Так, ладно.
Goat.
Харай ругаться. Так, дорога в Кингсбридж. Надо искать этого.
Mary, please. Calm down. We must go.
Ну. Так, я там был. У мельницы я был. Так. Марта и
Trying to
Мэри.
move her, but she doesn't want to let go.
Не хочет
I
пускать.
know that. We need to help.
Это ее... А, это ее отец. Ёшкин кот. Так, ладно.
I
Андрогов.
need to get them to safety first.
Нужно безопасное место отвезти. Так, понятно. Так пойдемте в эту... К мельнице тогда.
Jonathan wasn't by the mill.
Джон не было у мельницы, понятно. Так, ладно. Так.
What's going on here?
Ага, вот.
Look at that poor woman. Her husband has died in her arms. Your sub-prior refuses to let me help her.
Her herbage is the devil's work.
В смысле?
Get her away from here. William and his men will ride this way. I know it.
You're right. We must make haste.
Philip, I told you this woman is a witch.
You're a fool. This is henbane.
Henbane?
The devil's eye. So you admit that you are trying to poison this woman?
Да ты спятил, что ли,
Oh, does
чувак?
the evil eye of the flower intimidate you, you old goat?
Calm down, all of you.
Старая ты козлина.
Prior Philip,
Нормально.
take this.
Вот тебе, говорит, трава. Давай. Врачуй.
It will calm her nerves if she chews on it. For once, do the right thing.
Так. Сейчас сделаем. Сейчас все будет.
Are you sure this won't harm her?
Конечно, не повредит.
Yes, I am.
No.
Вот вроде бы монахи, умные люди, да, а в травах ничего не смыслят. Вообще поражаюсь.
Go ahead. I'm holding her.
Угу, давай. Корми ее травой. Ешь. Нет. Корми.
It's working. I told you. Maybe I was wrong about you, Philip.
How could you do that?
Oh, piss on you.
Старый сукон. Это же, блин. Кошмар какой. Все, нормас. Все сделали как надо. Потому что он козел. Опаньки.
Be quiet, please.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here with him.
Hugh's right. They might be close by.
We should make haste.
Look,
We
Scum.
got what we came for.
Not yet.
Опаньки. Ой-ой-ой.
Walter, why do I get the feeling you're upset?
Фу.
We didn't have to do this. We came for the
Я вроде справился.
They deserved it.
XCOM? Ну, посмотрю я.
Bastard.
Ладно.
Kingsbridge defied us for the last time. That monk, the bitch, and the bastard she's fucking.
А он как по длине. Опаньки.
Come on, move. After him.
А он как по длине, кстати, XCOM-то.
Said move.
Длинная игрушка-то. В принципе, нам некуда спешить.
My little cub. Are you all right?
Щеночек мой.
Did you see Aliena?
She was in the market. I heard William calling out her name.
Jack, come. We must find her
А,
and
ну
Jonathan.
понятно. Хырать будешь. Я понял тебя. Ну, я просто не смотрел еще, что это за игра, поэтому не могу тебе сказать. Я, да, слышал ее, что это, что есть такая, но не больше. Все зажгли к чертям собачьим, а? Вот, блин.
Aliena! Jonathan!
Так, понятно. А, вот она стоит.
He took everything from me again.
Aliena! No matter what you do, no matter where you go, I will find you. Every time you think you're safe, every time you play house, I will find you. And I will crush you. Now, kill them all and make her watch.
Шикарно.
Aliena, are you all right?
Да как бы не совсем она в порядке.
I swear by Almighty God, in Jesus Christ, and all the saints, that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Can't you hear me?
Jack! It's all gone.
Да ну не совсем.
Can't support Richard like this. What am I going to do now?
Все в крови. Все, конечно. А, вот он. Джонатан. Так.
Tom. Oh, God.
А, все нормально.
No.
А... Нормально? Или ненормально?
We must ask the bishop for help.
The bishop? Are you mad? I heard he is behind this. Shh.
How? How can we go on living in Kingsbridge now?
Will the cathedral still be built?
Not without the market.
It must be, or there'll be no work for us.
О, завопили сразу же. Ну да.
Our prior will answer all of your questions.
Philip, they are waiting for you.
Yes.
Can we stay in Kingsbridge? Or must we move on?
Brother Andrew is overseeing the repairs. And we will be able to continue the construction of our cathedral.
Здорово.
Tom Builder's son, Alfred, will take over the position of Master Builder. Though it will take longer, for we will not hold a market again.
Вообще не будет или...
And I am happy to welcome a new novice. Most of us are familiar with him, so I'm sure we all can share the sentiment that he will be very welcome in our priory. Jack.
То есть там убили. Черти.
As was Tom's wish.
Why were we attacked? Was that really the Earl of Shiring?
Да.
And the Saint?
Yes! Yes, what about the Saint?
How many have died? How many were wounded?
He will answer your questions. All of them.
Please tell us what to do.
Too many people have died. Many were injured. Among the dead is Tom Builder.
No.
He died protecting our little Jonathan, for which I will be eternally grateful.
Tom Builder is dead.
What will happen to our cathedral now? Two of our brothers have perished.
Кто? А, Милий и еще кто-то.
Brother Arnaldus.
Арнольд. Угу.
And brother Milius.
Да.
He rests by Cuthbert's side now. And 8 more lives were taken.
Понятно.
Will the Earl of Shiring be judged for what he did?
He must be!
Yes, he must.
What about the Saint? Where is the Saint?
Adolphus will protect us.
Адольф?
It would be better if you answer their questions.
О святом?
Is he not well?
Говорите святом.
Pale.
The rumors you have heard are true. The remains of Saint Adolphus were stolen from this crypt.
Да ладно.
Doomed. The Saints who took him? Was it the Earl of Shiring? Why would he do that? Milius died to protect the Saint. I saw it.
Please tell us.
Tell us what will happen with us.
This attack.
With Kingsbridge.
Shall I continue for you, my prior?
No. This attack was a great tragedy. I cannot think of why anyone would do that to us. It is impossible to grasp how these men could just...
You went against the Earl of Shiring!
He said you defied him!
Philip,
was in the right. We had a market license.
Our prior was in the right, but we all knew what kind of man William Hamley is. Defiance will only lead to more grief.
I agree.
You should be more careful.
We must never again hold a market.
No. No, we must not.
Не должны. Значит, рынка не будет вообще, да?
But it's not his fault, is it?
Плохо.
They all had to die for the market.
Why is he not answering?
Please answer! Why is he not saying anything?
How will we go on?
Why is God doing this to us?
Answer them.
Сейчас ответит про Господня.
No.
Нет?
I cannot give you confidence. The stories of how God tested the faith of his followers. I see now how true they are. I think you do as well. I am asking myself, where is God? Why did he not prevent all this? I do not know. I have no answer.
Ну. Есть же но. Да ладно, ты просто так уйдешь?
One day, God said to Satan, "Look at my man Job. There's a good man if ever I saw one." So Satan said, "You've given him everything. That's why he's a good man." But God said, even if he were to lose everything he has, his faith in me would not falter, and I will prove it to you.
You will burn in hell for this.
What? I defeated your greatest enemy. It was a holy mission.
It's not up to you to decide that. Even your father would not have been that foolish.
I am not my father.
They saw you. They know that the Earl of Shiring is a murderer. What if my allies in Kingsbridge were hurt? What then?
Absolve my sins.
Only if you announce your loyalty to King Stephen.
No, Stephen lost. He is weak.
Да ладно.
Bishop Henry will not approve of me giving absolution to a supporter of Empress Maud. Are you a man of the church or not?
I am.
Then do as you are told. And never defy me again. Is that understood?
Yes, my bishop.
Нормально. Еще одна глава пройдена. Глава 14. Да. Уход. 5 дней спустя. Так. Что у нас тут? Мельницу не разрушили. И то, слава богу. Поговорите с Джеком. А что, на мельнице? А, да, он, наверное, на мельнице живет, да. Что?
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Угу. А как же? Ага. Ну, та вспоминает.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last.
В смысле? Сейчас ты что мешает? кричит.
Jack! Oh, what is he doing in there? Jack!
Заходи. Ну вот.
Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
Да.
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
Is fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel?
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
Не, ну... Так.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
William Hamley.
We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He
Нет.
will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do.
Что? Не-не-не-не-не. Ну вот, блин. Ну ладно, давай вот так пока попробуем.
Jack, I...
Что-то
What
опять.
is it?
Ага.
I wish things were different.
What things?
We can't meet again. Not like this.
Why?
I'm getting married. To support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
Да, нет. Вот, я за это.
I love you, Jack. And I always will. But look at yourself. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
Да.
Maybe when this is over, we can meet again.
Да,
Not like this.
No,
да боже ж ты мой, а.
not like this.
Окей.
Don't say that.
Ушла. Понятно.
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
Да. Очень нехорошо. Ладно.
Dear Francis, I long for the day you can read all the letters I've written. Once, you asked me if I often think of our parents.
Часто. Ты их вспоминаешь очень часто.
I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery.
Свеча как живая просто.
Now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the killing continued every single day.
Ну,
I've come to believe that if God was just, he
по
would not
большей
allow
части,
pain and bloodshed.
вот эта история мне только понравилась. Вот. Остальные как-то равнодушно были к ней. И зная, что я ее стал проходить, ну, эти стримы стали пропускать. Да. А мне очень нравится история.
For I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man.
Да, его убили. Но почему Господь не положит всему этому конец? Давай все-таки сюда, ты все-таки аббат. Приор. Бабочка. Ну, это удел мотыльков. Они всегда обжигаются.
I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Wayland. I do not anymore.
Но больше не
I blame our church and men like Wayland because they involve themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there.
Он что, хочет уйти отсюда?
Maybe I will find them in here.
О, волшебник пойдет.
Francis.
Блин.
Put that away! Stop it immediately! No, Jack!
Что случилось? Что опять у них там не так?
Jack! No, this is not what we do.
Ты чё?
You freak. No!
Ах, вон что такое.
Jack! Take him away. Lock him up.
В общем, Джек пошел. Да. Разбираться со своей любовью. Угандошил своего этого соперника. Да. Моя верная проща. Так, найдите способ выбраться. Так, миска. Что у нас тут еще есть? Стены. Вода. Брешь. Проща. Брешь. Все это бесполезно. Понятно? Нет.
It's all useless.
Useless. Что тут еще есть? Что такое? Убитый ты весь. В каком смысле, что хорошо, что нет девушки? Опаньки. Вот тебе и бабочка. Правда, немножко другая, наверное. Ага. О, мать пришла. Это мама его.
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
Угу.
What?
Давай. Делай, как сказала мама. Так. Мама плохого не посоветует.
That won't work.
Ну это да, это всегда так. Это нормально.
Won't be able to lift it like this.
Все проблемы, да, из-за них.
No place to fit my hands under the slab.
Так. Большая каменная плита.
Lift it up. The cracks between the slabs are too narrow.
Будем сейчас искать. Подожди, а если...
I don't think so.
Нет, это не подойдет.
I can't just lift it up.
Так вот, привяжи свою прощу сюда. Нет?
I just want to get out, then walk away and never come back.
Ты просто хочешь уйти отсюда? Так, миска. Во. Так, вот миской надо как-то, наверное, расковырять. Давай. Опаньки. Интересно, из чего эта миска была сделана?
With that hole, I could lift the slab out.
Давай. Работай. Так.
She was right.
Так, вылез у мельницы.
Jack,
Точно.
tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Глина плюс говно получает титан.
Was he a monk?
No.
Нет, ты не монах.
They said he was a thief, but he was not. They hanged him.
Но он не был
But he
вором.
was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a
Опаньки.
game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter.
Это отца его
It is all in the
повесили?
past now.
О, блин, а? Вот
Once he
гады.
told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me.
Кем был отец Джека? Изучить. По словам матери Джека, слухи о его отце правда. Он действительно был повешен в Ширинге за воровство. Но Эллен утверждает, что он не был вором. Она убеждена, что в этом смерти были виноваты 3 человека. Виновны. Эти люди сами передали ему украшенную чашу из Кингсбриджского монастыря, а позднее арестовали его за воровство. Эллен не хотела говорить о людях, виновных в смерти Джека Шербура. Кем они были? И хотя она была влюблена в этого барда из Франции, обстоятельства того, как и откуда он попал в Англию, покрыты тайной даже для нее. Угу. Ну ладно. Ты хочешь уехать?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherburg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
Yeah.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson.
Jack Jackson.
This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one.
Вот-вот. Правильно говорит женщина.
Ever. Find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them.
Что-то я подозреваю, что это был этот Хэмли.
Wayleran disrespects you.
Или вот Вулеран. А вот это мать вот этого Хэмлия.
Many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Wayleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Wayleran to order you around?
Что такое? Мама, что с вами? Опаньки, она проделку наладила. Да, однозначно. А, чё, за... Устрою. XCOM, этот Ведьмак, что еще? Сайберию. Можно еще пару игр положить. Вот так вот для общего. Так. Хорошо. Так, дом Алиены. Закройте дверь, холодно. Так там же этот стоит. Джек.
It's getting cold.
Ну, наверное, да. Блин. Взяла, заперла дверь. Я так понимаю, у них окон не было, да? В то время. Я имею в виду стекол. Поэтому так холодно везде было. А чё, Джек там стоял все это время? Пока она спала? Да ладно. А, нет, это уже этот, Филипп.
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this. But...
Но... Что но?
Have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
А, он приходил попрощаться.
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
He's gone?
Well, yes. And I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
Мы были неправы.
We've all failed him.
Мы все были.
I am the one to blame.
Да ладно ты себя-то убивать. Ты чё, мужик?
My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
Благодарю вас. 3 дня спустя. 3 дня они его искали. А, то есть она уже вышла замуж за него? За Альфреда?
3 days.
Ну, значит, это он ей сделал. Альфред. Или Альфред. Что ж, думаю...
First he tries to kill me. Then he runs off. Woody and his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving.
Понятно. А что, будет еще вторая? Ну, пойдем кашеварить.
What are you cooking?
Fermenting.
Кутью?
What's going in it?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices,
Ale?
venison and eggs.
Well, as long as it tastes good.
Не сомневайся.
Spices. I need to add some spices.
Спайсы?
And I mustn't forget the eggs.
Я что-то не пойму, или специи по-английски идут как спайсы? А, ладно. Сейчас она туда спайсы набухает. Муженьку-то. Он там охереет в угаре. Так. О, это ткацкий станок.
Spices. I need to add some spices.
Пойдем за
And I
спайсами.
mustn't forget the eggs.
И надо не забыть яйца. Яйца. О, пряности. Не сюда. Специй все еще много взять. Так. Все? 2 дня спустя. 2 дня наварил этот похлебку.
We've been married for what? A week?
Я не считала.
I haven't been counting.
Right. Feels like a lifetime already, doesn't it? Yet we still haven't.
А мы еще не спали? Ты имел в виду? Ну ты понимаешь. Прости, мне нужно время.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
It's all right. Sometimes you look at me like you think
Здорово.
your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
Не, ну ты хороший. Блин, ты хороший. В принципе, да, но... Пойдем еще кошеварить.
Spices. I need to add some spices. And I
Sure.
mustn't forget the eggs.
А, ну, пожалуйста. Подожди, а где яйца у нас могут быть? Ага. Но все равно хоть что-то. Так, а где у нас могут быть яйца? Муженек, у тебя есть яйца? А, вот яйца. Я нашел. Я нашел яйца. О. Так, их принесла Марта. Отлично. 12 дней спустя. 12 дней она варила похлебку. Кошмар какой.
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case...
Точно, точно, слушай, это
Like an insurance. What do you
классный
think?
вариант. О, это было очень добрым
That
поступком.
would be very kind.
I want to suggest it to the prior tomorrow.
Не добрым, а умным, в принципе, она сказала.
He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow.
Там,
Maybe he could
да,
eat us.
там яйца немножко не те.
And you could help me explain the idea, if you want. I think it would be good for you to do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
"17 days.
Опаньки. Снова готовить? Ну... А чё, кроме готовки она ничем не занимается? Весело. Правильно, чем еще? Вот.
It still needs eggs.
Еще не хватает яиц. Нужно больше яиц. Больше яиц. И на следующий день.
Would you like venison with it?
Опаньки.
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Давай поговорим.
Aesthetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really.
Так. В привычку говоришь. Ну, поговорим, давай поговорим.
So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance.
Угу.
Since the fleece fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Давай так сначала попробуем.
I think it's not a bad idea. We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What? It was my father's dream to build that thing. We must finish it.
Так.
Could you build faster? Finish it before you run out of money?
Нет.
Is that an option?
It is. I've seen it done before. I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal.
Нормас.
Oh, milady, your soup.
Все спалила. Напрочь. Похлебка. О! Найс. Август.
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He really cares about Kingsbridge.
I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
That won't happen.
О, как.
No?
No.
Oh. By the way, I got the blue dye you've been asking for. It's from a
Целый месяц нет, просто она не отходила от этого, от очага целый месяц, постоянно там что-то кошеварила.
I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He
Биткоин.
and I pay. It's an endless circle.
Только монеты его интересуют, короче.
The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
Орел.
It will sport an eagle.
Golden Eagle.
Flying among the clouds. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought in the last month that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh,
Немного раздалась.
Getting fat.
Я просто толстею.
Fat? You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
А ведь она правда беременна, походу. Только не от мужа. От Джека. В смысле? Не можешь ты родить ребенка от Джека? Как так? О, ну и вопросики у них. Ну, естественно, ошибка. Я не знаю, зачем ты чем ты вообще думала. Да, они тролливали на прошлом стриме. Тролливали паратроперс. Нам с тобой было суперс. Вот это вот то же самое. Это вот было. Это я вчера лицезрел. Тут, кстати, знаешь что? Самое интересное. Сцена была гораздо более насыщенной, чем в лейт-шифте. Сказашкой. Вот. Я даже удивился. Я стараюсь быть хорошей женой, а меня все раздражает. Вот так, ладно. Я не знаю, что делать, я должна продолжать жить. Я должна продолжать жить. Так. Я больше не знаю, что делать. Мистейк? Ну да, может быть.
Not if I wanted to stop William Hamley. And Alfred was the only one promising to help me reclaim my father's inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the nights to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He does whatever he has to do, yet none of it pleases me. Still, I try to be a good wife.
Угу. Ну ладно, хорошая жена, так хорошей женой.
I made a mistake.
Я совершил ошибку. Но это еще не самое страшное.
With your grandchild. You brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, and you threw it away.
А это кто? Это мать его? Джека? Ты презираешь меня за то, что я сделала? Я позвала тебя не за тем, чтобы ты судила меня. Так, давай вот так вот. Не больше, чем любого другого. Ясненько. Ой, я верну Джека.
What if I brought Jack back?
Oh, Aliena. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went.
Как покинул Англию? Вы чё?
I need to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
Отлично.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here.
Нет, не играл.
You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand?
Октябрь? За августом идет октябрь.
It's finished.
Все готово.
I want you to wear it
Я хочу,
when you
чтобы
go
это
to
было
battle,
на тебе.
to remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why an eagle?
Because it's a beautiful and elegant beast. We must never forget our noble cause, and that we have to be an example for the people who look up to us.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm an eagle.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Это Ричард, ты ее брат.
How's the war going, by the way?
It can't go on forever, can it?
The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
Точно. Так и появился герб России.
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
Так.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
На рынке? Какой рынок? Сделанный Альеной вариант герба служит эмблемой ее рода, указанием на происхождение и предназначение. Рисунок должен быть нанесен на щит, плащ, накидку или флаг, и только с ним нужно идти в бой. Каждый элемент герба должен давать четкое представление об истории и идеалах его носителя. Поэтому Альена и выбрала орла, ведь орлы свободны и никогда не сдаются. Угу. Понятненько. Вот и у нас также. Мы якобы всегда свободны и никогда не сдаемся, да? Так, чё, пойдем на выход? Встретимся с Мартой.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
Наслаждайтесь моментом. Задание. Шикарно. Честно говоря, я первый раз вижу такой квест.
What kind of soup?
Just some broth. Jack had killed a deer earlier that day, but had let it spoil. So it was just turnips and nuts.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right. He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
Ну вот.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
Stop.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership.
А ничего, что ребенок будет рыжий? И все сразу понять, что это от Джека.
But the baby is not.
What was that?
Она не смогла ей рассказать, что это не Альфреда. Ёп вашу Машу. Кошмар какой. Короче.
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
It was the stone roof. He started building a stone roof. If Papa had still been alive, he would have stopped him.
You're with child. How can you be with child?
Ребенок рыжий.
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this.
Да.
I can't stay. Not without work. And not like
Как это?
this.
Эрик рыжий, да?
I'm sorry.
Тише, малыш. Тише.
There's no need to cry.
Да.
There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
Лучше уходить отсюда. Покиньте Кинсбридж. Ну вот, как я и предполагал. Пойдем. А как же муж? Разводиться не стоит? Или там это не принято было, да? В те времена.
But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
Мастер-билдер.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
Альфред пришел к тому человеку, который убил его отца. И устраивается на работу. Вот, блин. Это вообще не в край. Правильно она ушла от него. Правильно сделала. Вы прошли вторую книгу. Ой, так, хорошо, я сейчас начну третью.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.
Да, вот третья часть. Сейчас начнется. Да, продолжить. Блин, вот. Оторваться невозможно, на самом деле.
The man who should be king of the English now, the son of King Henry, was on board when she sailed off. And with the prince there were 140 knights and many nobles, all on their way from Normandy to England. They say the ship hit the rocks, and then a fire broke out. Even before the white ship had departed, the prince and his men had begun to drink and get violent. Monks that were meant to bless the voyage were then forced to disembark. Some say the ship had been cursed. The king's son, many of his family, were pulled down into the Black Sea that night.
You're forgetting one important detail. Not only these monks, but also Stephen of Blois, the king's nephew, left the ship before it embarked. They say he got ill.
That old rumor.
The same Stephen who calls himself the king of the English now.
What? That cannot be a coincidence.
Yes, it can be. Of course he's king now. He survived. He is the king's nephew.
What do you think, my lord?
I think Stephen is a clever man. Clever enough to have his whole family perish. But why he would want to rule that god-forsaken rock, I will never understand.
What makes you say that? I love my country.
Then why are you leaving?
Well, because I want to see something new.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. A proper country, where people know how to behave.
Нормально умеет себя вести? Ага.
What about you? Why are you leaving?
I'm looking for someone.
For who? I guess I should stay out of other people's business. Forgive me.
You English do talk a lot, don't you?
I just don't know how to feel about leaving my country for the first time. I mean, how should anyone feel?
Hopeful?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just running away.
Просто бежишь. Просто бежать не получается.
It will not be long now till we reach Cherbourg.
Thank the Lord. I can't wait to be back.
Шербургский лес. Это... А, там Шервуд был. Ну да. Это начало третьей части. Конец второй части и начало третьей. Закончилось на том, что Алиена уплыла из Англии. Вот начинается путешествие.
In the late summer of 1142, I had left my home country, England, for good. My old life lay in shambles, as did my former home of Kingsbridge. Having failed both my friends.
Так.
And family, I had set out to find my baby's father, the man I still loved with all my heart, Jack Jackson. And so early one morning in July, I finally arrived on the shores of Normandy, with nothing on me but a pouch of coin and a young, curious face yet unnamed, who was just as unfamiliar to this new world as was I.
Она даже сына своего не назвала. Крушение белого корабля, 1120 год. Один из самых быстрых кораблей того времени, его капитаном был сын капитана Моры, того корабля, на котором Вильгельм Завоеватель вторгся в Англию в 1066. Когда его отец до него, он с радостью предложил свой корабль Генриху, возвращавшемуся из нормандского порта Барфлёр, тому самому Генриху, что должен... Спасибо. Конечно, посмотрю. Тому самому Генриху, что должен был стать королем Англии. Но, как и все несчастные, как поднялся на борт того корабля, Генрих не пережил путешествия. Во тьме ночи корабль напоролся на камни, и на борту начался пожар. Корабль погрузился в морскую пучину вместе с большей частью королевской семьи. Стефан Блуаский также должен был быть на борту, но, как говорят, внезапное недомогание побудило его вместе с несколькими монахами сойти с корабля перед отплытием. Так выжил будущий король Англии Стефан Блуаский. Опаньки, они уже прибыли в Шербург. Шербургская гавань, так точно. Проследить маршрут Джека по континентальной Европе.
You're still here? Oh, it's you. I'm just trying to get my feet used to good solid ground again. The last bit of our voyage wasn't exactly my pint of ale.
I'm looking for someone. A red-haired mason called Jack Jackson. He came to France about a year ago or so.
A fellow mason? Great. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know a thing. After all, I just arrived here with you.
I know, but should you meet someone like that on your journey, tell him Aliena of Shiring is looking for him.
All right. Jack Jackson. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. That hammer you're carrying, do you happen to be a mason?
Actually, I am. You have a keen eye, mistress.
I guess I just know a mason when I see one.
To be honest, I haven't been one long. Just finished my apprenticeship in Salisbury. Before that, I used to shear sheep with my parents, but I guess that wasn't really for me. Father still hates me for leaving, though.
I left my old life as well.
Scary, isn't it? To start off fresh and all that.
Well, you definitely sound more excited than scared.
Oh, I am excited. Wouldn't anyone be?
I don't know. Maybe. What will you do to find work here as a mason?
Don't know. That's for me to find out. All I heard was that the wages are better over here.
So you'll just travel from town to town and look for employment?
Right. And I'll start in Lesay. A fellow mason told me about the abbey there. He said these Normans build their churches quite differently than we do back home. I need to see that with my own eyes. Maybe learn a thing or two.
Так, может, Джек отправился в аббатство в Лессе? Отлично, взять карту. Так.
Do many masons go to Lesay?
Dunno. It's really just a tiny town. The mason who told me just happened to do some repairs there once. It's likely he told others as well.
Все.
Have a safe journey.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Конечно, найдешь. Так, ну что, пошли искать Джека. Почти воробья. Так, ну-ка.
Where did you go, Jack?
Не дам малышу имя, пока не увижу Джека. Отлично. И любовные элегии. Эта книга... Ей подарил ее Джек. Капитана Джека Воробья, именно. Так, возница. Опаньки. Давайте с ней переговорим.
Hey you. That's quite a bundle you got there. Where are you headed?
Have you seen a red-haired mason? He must have landed here sometime late last summer.
Another ginger in Normandy? I wouldn't have noticed, even if he was carrying a hammer instead of a fishing rod. Maybe you
Тут все рыжие, да?
in Barfleur.
Походу.
That's where all the travellers come through, the pilgrims and kings. Their lot rarely lands in Cherbourg with the fortress passing back and forth between Stephen of Blois and Geoffrey of Anjou. Why you even came to Cherbourg in the first place baffles me.
It was the earliest ship I could get.
You must be in some hurry, madam.
Let's just say I needed to get away before I changed my mind.
Fine with me. Who am I to judge?
В Барфлёре? А там что-то ведь говорили, что... Так.
Do you know the road to Lessay?
Been there, seen it. But I hope you're not planning to go there on foot. Tell you what, you give me some coins and I'll treat you to me wagon. You can even change your destination once we're on the road. What'd you say?
What other routes are there besides going through Barfleur?
Oh, I don't know, really. You need to ask the locals about that.
Понятно.
But Barfleur sounds like a good place to start. Shake my hand and I'll take you there.
Пока прервать разговор.
Travelling by coach is a lot less strenuous than walking. Your little worm deserves some warmth and a rocking carriage.
Возможно, и любил. По-любому у него дедушка воевал, поэтому надо его поздравить будет с Днем Победы. О, смотри, рыжий Не Джек, но тоже рыжий. Так, ну чё, поехали. Может, тут нет ничего.
You know, I reserved a cozy spot just for you.
Я готова покинуть Шербур.
All right. Take me out of town.
All right. Where do you need to be?
Опаньки. Барфлёр. А, вот, Барфлёр. Поехали
We
туда.
went to Barfleur, a scenic port
Мы отправились в
town built
Барфлёр.
on granite. It was the biggest harbour in Normandy and the main entry point for the Normans to their new possession of the Isle of England. I talked to some of the sailors and fishermen, but no one had remembered seeing Jack. How could they? Almost a year had passed since he, a simple mason, had journeyed through the busy town, a town with no memory other than that of the last king who passed through on yet another one of his violent conquests.
Дед у меня и прошел, в принципе. Не, ну бывает у меня из головы выскакивают слова, но не такой же степени. В общем, он не то чтобы Рейхстаг брал, но был в городе. Вот. Ну и потом, естественно, через год только вернулся. Где-то в районе 46-го. В Берлине, вот. Бывает же у меня такие клины. Берлин забыть. Ай. А так он был механиком. Мотористом. Всю войну как бы прошел на танке. Вот. Правда, где-то уже давным-давно, ну как давным-давно, уже в 99-м он помер. Это уже 19 лет будет. В июле. Вот. Ну, тем не менее. Ладно, мы отвлеклись. Продолжаем. Так, тут никто его не видел, никогда никто не знает, потому что почти год прошел с тех пор, как он, простой каменщик, проехал через этот оживленный город, в котором не помнили никого, разве что последнего короля, проехавшего через эти земли в ходе очередного своего завоевательного похода. Ясненько. Может быть, я не с той стороны подошла к поиску. Угу. Поехали. Хав. Во. Ну. Сколько получается? Уже 73 года. Со Дня Победы прошло. Так что ветеранов сейчас очень-очень мало осталось уже.
In the small abbey church of the Trinity, I met a monk who claimed to have talked to a man fitting Jack's description. He'd been fascinated by the abbey's rib vaulting and had asked the monks countless questions about the place's construction. The monk apologized that he couldn't tell me where Jack had traveled next, but I didn't mind.
Угу. Знаешь, что тут был? Тут
I lay down to sleep on the floor of the Abbey guest house and, for the first time in almost a year, I felt relief.
Тут открываются места, куда можно попасть, локации. Вот. А в любое место пройти не получается. Отыщем, конечно же. Вон, видишь? Так, а я хочу вот сюда. Давай-ка мы сюда вот. А можно? Или я уже все? А, я сюда уже не вернусь. Блин, печально. Ну да, вот только единственное, что я мог через море перебраться, через залив, да, сюда. Но сейчас уже пути назад нет. Ладно, поехали в Мон-Сент-Мишель.
My father had once told me tales of the Mont Saint-Michel. Long ago, the Archangel Michael had urged Hubert of Avranches to build an abbey on a lonely rock on the ocean by burning a hole into his head. They say one can go and see his penetrated skull on display in the church of his hometown.
Когда-то отец рассказал мне сказки о прекрасном монастыре Мон-Сен-Мишель. Давным-давно к Оберу из городка Авранж явился во сне архангел Михаил и повелел построить на могильной горе на берегу океана монастырь. А чтобы тот лучше запомнил, прожег дыру у него в голове. Говорят, что череп с дырой все еще хранится в церкви его родного города. А они, знаешь, я так полагаю, потому, когда мы в лес зашли, там уже была зацепка, то, что был там Джек в этом лесе. И другой вариант отпал, потому что тут он был неверен. Вот почему, наверное, нам туда путь закрыт. Я так полагаю.
It was a windy day when I arrived, and the place was crowded with pilgrims and jongleurs. I remembered Jack's fascination with these tellers of stories. I spoke to one who was just taking a break. As it happened, he had
тут тоже видели Джека.
Although not in
Здорово.
Mont-Saint-Michel, but on a road heading east from there. Apparently, Jack had been hopelessly tracking jongleur who might have known his father, Jack Cherbourg. But as he'd been gradually running out of money, he'd intended to look for work in Le Mans or Tours. That was about 6 months ago. I was catching up.
Не представляю. Но это легенда, это не более того. Это было около 6 месяцев назад. Я постепенно нагоняла его. Он, короче, в Мон-Сен-Мишеле был 6 месяцев назад, полгода. Лиман. О. Рен, Нант, Лиман. Вот и Франция, господа. Мы во Франции.
Le Mans reminded me of all the trouble I'd left behind in England. 30 years ago, Le Mans had been conquered by the Plantagenet Geoffrey of Anjou, Maud's husband. And although they'd held it ever since, other noble families kept on pulling at the city, like Maud and Stephen tearing at England. There was no sign of Jack, but I got news of a new kind of cathedral being built in Saint-Denis, just north of Paris.
Saint-Denis.
It was possible that Jack had gone there to learn from the craftsmen. That was, if he hadn't travelled further south, looking for work in one of the many churches in Tours, the hometown of Saint-Martin.
А сейчас это целый район в Париже, да? Сен-Дени. Круто. Да, конечно, сходи. Я бы не удивилась отправиться, просит Джек, учиться к тамошним мастерам. Разумеется, если он отправился дальше на юг, в поисках работы в одном из многочисленных церквей Тура, родного города Святого Мартина. Так, Тур. Ну, пойдем в Тур. Тур де Франс. Спустя 2 месяца пути. Ага, тут возводится собор. Ты пацана до сих пор таскаешься? Он что подрос, наверное. Ну ходить все равно не может, да. Но все равно он должен прибавить. Поспрашивайте, не видел ли кто-нибудь Джека. Пойдем поспрашаем.
Good day. Are you the master builder?
What is it?
I'm looking for a mason who may have passed through here. An Englishman with carroty hair. He calls himself Jack Jackson.
A redhead?
Yes. Did you see him? He might have asked for work here.
No, I'm not looking for new masons. We're just doing repairs.
Ah, but was he here?
No, never seen him. Now, stand back, woman. Something could fall on your baby's head.
Are there other construction sites around Tours?
Well, yes. It's a big town.
And where would an outsider most likely find a job?
Dunno. Ask around.
Ясненько.
May I talk to your workers?
No, they're busy. And I can assure you they have nothing to say on that matter.
Perhaps I'll talk to them once they've finished for the day.
It would be a waste of time.
You hesitated when I mentioned a redhead. Are you sure you haven't seen him?
Yes, I am sure. All right, he was here. Was working for me. But I had to throw him out after 2 or 3 days.
Why?
Because he was all want. Let me redesign the roof, let me make the nave lighter. All pretty ideas, but he never shut up long enough to do the work he was supposed to do. Shit, that man was almost as needy as my son when he was still a brat.
He does know a lot about his craft.
Well, I know masons like him. They grow up gifted, but without a mote of discipline in their guts. Can't work with someone like that.
Do you know where he went next?
No idea. Maybe to Limoges or Angoulême. Maybe even to La Rochelle. Seemed to have plans for every cathedral on God's green earth, but none for himself.
I understand. I'll leave you to it then.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. Понятно. Счастливого пути. Bon voyage. Ля Рошель, Ангулем, Лимож. Ну, поехали в Лимож.
We had just left Tours when I suddenly felt dizzy.
Мы только вышли из тура, как у меня сильно закружилась голова. Я остановилась передохнуть и перевести дух. А затем неожиданно извергла из себя весь съеденный завтрак. Окей.
To my horror, our baby too had grown pale, his breath shallow like that of an old man. I tried not to panic, but the next inn was a long distance away and we couldn't stay on the road where it was wet. I managed to walk until the sun had fully risen before I keeled over. A knife merchant who'd been travelling behind me flagged down a coach heading back to Tours and haggled with the coachman to carry me back to an inn.
Ну вот. Как так-то? Обратно в
Back
Тур.
in Tours, the fever got worse. I remember people carrying me into a room, laying me on a bed. I tried to feed my baby, but after that, everything turned into a blur.
Понятно.
When I awoke, Jack was standing next to my bed.
О! Джек появился. Мы нашли Джека. Мы нашли Джека. Она заболела, у нее лихорадка. У Алиены. У малыша не знаю. Возможно, тоже.
He scolded me for following him. You know you could go anywhere you want, he whispered. Why be stupid and follow me?
Ну,
I tried to answer, but he just opened the window and jumped out, heading toward ancient Greece, or maybe all the way to Arabia. And in my feverish mind, I followed him.
Это ей почудилось. Правильно. Он не мог так быстро прийти к нему, к ним. Последовал за ним, да. Это у нее глюки. Бред, да. Какая Греция? А, понятно. Все понятно. Пошли бредить.
The further I went, the angrier I got. For years, I'd been fighting for my family. I'd committed myself to an oath to my father. I'd built up a business to sustain it and even married a man I despised so I could create a future for the people around me.
Да. Понятно.
I'd known nothing but my duty to the men in my life, while the man I was trying to find lived a life of casual irresponsibility. He traveled the world on a whim to learn about mathematics and philosophy, while I had to raise the child he'd fathered.
Там, может, вообще нет его в живых уже.
When could I ever do anything just for myself? I asked the world as I went on.
Кингсбридж. Ну давай вернемся туда.
I travelled in a circle all the way to the edge of the world and back, only to return to the place of our failure. With my eyes closed, I listened to the sound of ripping yarn and crumbling walls, and of coaches carrying good people away into a cloud of crimson dust.
Так. Облако багряной пыли. Все утонула в облаке пыли. Так, ладно, она проснулась, это уже хорошо.
When the last mote had settled, I opened my eyes again and found myself in a dirty little room. An old maid was sitting next to my bed and smiled at me, then handed me my baby.
Хорошо. Проснулась, ура.
Oh, dear God. He still looked so
Пацан уже большой. Покормить его.
I tried to feed him, but he refused.
Отказался?
Oh, please, God, let him live. Don't punish him for my own sins. I gently caressed his head until finally he put his mouth to my breast and drank more and more, becoming greedier with every swallow. We had both been spared. We rested one more day. Then I gathered my things and headed back to the cathedral to thank the Lord for his mercy.
Все нормально, да? Выздоровела. Да не, нормально все. Так она уже до этого кормила, поэтому этого уже опасаться не следовало. Так, пойдем. Куда? Как? Помолитесь. Статуя Девы Марии.
I thank you, dear Lord.
All right, steady now.
I thank you for having spared my child. I thank you for...
Don't let go until it's done.
Сейчас.
But why are you showing mercy on me? I failed everyone I cared about. I failed Jack. I failed my brother. And if I never return, I would also break the oath I had given Father. It's just that I feel like I've never had a life of my own. I've always fought for others. And this may be the very first time that I fight for something that I only want for myself. Maybe I should just go back and help rebuild Kingsbridge. Maybe Jack doesn't even care for me anymore.
Да прям. Не, все нормально. Не может такого быть. Что? Статуя.
I've seen one of those before.
It's amazing, isn't it? The man who did that really had it in him.
Это Джек делал.
I agree. He always did.
Oh, you knew Master Jacques?
Yes, but it's been a while since I last saw him.
It's a shame that the Master let him go. In just 1 month, he did so many things.
The Master Builder said he'd fired him after just 3 days.
Did he? Well, maybe that's how he remembers it. The two didn't really see eye to eye, you know? To tell you the truth, everyone thinks that he feared for his own job having someone like that around. The last thing Jack did was carve that corbel. It was the one thing the Master let him do. Then when he was done, he was asked to leave.
Понятно.
It bears so much pain.
I know. Jacques worked very hard on it. He was impatient and had a temper, but you could see that he tried to overcome it. Conquering that rock was very important to him.
Oh, I understand that so well. Do you happen to know where he went next?
He wanted to walk the pilgrim trail to Santiago de Compostela.
The Camino? The Way of St. James?
He said he might find someone there who knew his father.
Just one more thing. How was he when he left?
Never thought about that. Relieved, I guess. He seemed ready for something new.
Thank you so much for your help.
Think nothing of it. And good luck on your travels. May you find what you are looking for.
Опаньки. Где-то далеко.
Isn't it odd?
Рашид?
Just when you stop looking, you come across the
О, узбеки и тут.
things. Like these 3 devices that one of my merchants brought back from Baghdad.
Oh no. Is it another one of your Banu Musa toys, Rashid?
They're not toys, Adriel. They're objects of scholarly ingenuity and reflection.
I will let my valued friend from the north do the honors.
Цыгане. О, Джек. Здорово.
Jack, if you may. For one, let me draw your attention to the magnificent songbird on the table. And then...
Что это за статуя Богородицы?
On second thought, why don't you save the lady for last? Otherwise, the other 2 devices might appear bland and boring in comparison.
I agree.
Although, the most astounding thing of all stands right between them.
That statuette?
Да, статуя, именно.
Precisely. But one
Тур.
thing at a time. Let us
Так он
let
тут?
Jack decide what to demonstrate first.
Ослик. А что еще? Маленький контейнер. Пусто. Взять.
He likes to take his time, doesn't he?
Что у нас тут еще осталось? Миска с водой. Заполнено водой взять. Так. Представьте все три устройства. Так, свеча.
What is he doing now? Not much, I suppose.
Чем, говорит, он занимается? Да так, ничем. Так, заполнено водой. Так. Устройство ослик.
No, keep that candle away.
Ага.
Why? What would happen if you set it on fire?
Yes, Rashid, we're curious.
Нам тоже интересно.
You are not. You're just fooling around. And so are you, Jack.
Угу.
Sorry.
Подожди, а если вот... Ага. И дальше что?
Now, watch the head.
А, за головой.
Just any moment now. There. Did you see? It threw up.
Его стошнило?
Rashid, this is disgusting. Oh, far from it. Would you kindly explain how it works, Jack?
Объяснить.
You see that bowl floating on top of the water? At the bottom of that bowl is a small hole. Through it, the bowl is slowly filled with liquid. Once it's full, it sinks, pulling a string which makes the ball drop onto a weight. This, in return, pulls the bowl up again, emptying it in the process.
Thus resetting the entire mechanism.
If you timed it perfectly, you could make it drop a ball at every hour.
Да, надо
Turning
было.
it into a clock. How clever.
For me, it's still nothing more than a puking donkey.
Блюющий осел. Ха! Классно назвали.
Anyone care for some tea?
Чаю? Да, мне 2.
We will have some as soon as Jack has finished our presentation.
Mind if I watch?
Of course not.
На блюющего ослика? Посмотри. Посмотри, посмотри.
Who is this man,
Аиша.
Jack is a friend of the house.
Да.
A brilliant man, a scholar and a talented artist.
Да, как-то тут что-то... Что-то тут... Так. Так, опять нальем.
What is that?
I could watch this man scoop up water all day.
Взять.
A Greek who wrote a book called The Elements of Geometry. The Egyptians translated it into Arabic, and now the Englishmen are turning it into Latin.
Да-да. Сейчас мы его запустим.
Jack will heat the water in the tank.
Так. И мне нужна свечка.
How very peculiar.
Ставь туда. Сейчас будет греться вода.
Beautiful, it will make you cry. Just listen.
Бану Муса. Изучить. Бану Муса. Братья, известные под общим именем Бану Муса. Сыновья Мусы. Трое ученых персидского происхождения, жившие в Багдаде в IX веке. Их самый известный труд – книга изобретений, большой иллюстрированный сборник, посвященный механическим приспособлениям и машинам. В основном это механические механизмы создавались с развлекательной целью, но в них использовались новаторские для своего времени инженерные технологии. Братья писали также книги по астрономии, астрологии и геометрии. Их исследования в области геометрии оказали влияние как на исламских, так и на европейских математиков. Ученые.
How marvelous!
How does it work?
Maybe it's a miracle.
Right.
Точно, это чудо.
Go on, Jack. Tell them.
Ну-ка.
It is possessed by an evil spirit.
Is this what you people tell each other in your church, Rashid?
That
modern machinery is created by the devil?
Of course not. Jack is just teasing you. What happens is this. There is a water wheel hidden in the back, rotating an axis that in return moves a sequence of small cylinders. It lifts and drops these cylinders like fingers playing flute.
But who is blowing into the flute?
Steam.
Steam?
Yes. When I opened the pipe, it gradually pushed itself into the tube.
The power of steam. For once, I must agree, this is brilliant. Of course! It was created by a Muslim after all. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What else have you got, Rashid?
One could join those two and build a singing donkey clock. One song after every hour.
Поющие часы осла?
That would be pretty clever.
I know, right? You could be the one to build it.
Oh, that would be unfair. It's your invention.
I would let you have it. Or we design it together.
Так.
You still haven't shown us that statuette yet. Of course. Jack, if you may. Oh, you will love this. Just watch.
Надо просто прохладное место. Прохладное место.
There's no space to put her here.
Так. Ищем холодильник, да? Так, может быть. Нет. Ну вот загвоздка холодильника в то время еще не изобрели. Так, это ладно. Значит, нам как-то надо... Ну-ка. А что у нас тут?
Now, put her in that cool corner over there.
Прохладный уголок. А, Джек? Прохладный уголок. Да, нам нужен холодильник по-любому. Ну или прохладный этот уголок. Знаешь, у меня почему-то со словом уголок только металлический уголок на ум приходит. Так, где он? Так столик, да, вот стол. Так, ну-ка. Попробуем.
And now?
А что теперь?
Just be patient, but don't look away. It takes some time for her to do what?
Чтобы она что?
Is it crying? Isn't that amazing?
No, it's irritating. Rashid, what is
Слезоточит. Это тайна.
It's a mystery.
Rashid, please. We all know that there is no such thing as a man-made miracle. And this piece of wood is very clearly made by man.
I very much agree, my friends. But so far, none of us has an explanation.
All we know for certain is that her glassy eyes shed tears when you move her from warmth into cold.
Like a plant at sunrise? Like dew?
Опаньки.
The only difference is the surface.
Девчуль, ты умная.
That's all.
I think you may be onto something.
Am I? Of course, I had no intention of disturbing your conversation. But if you can find out why there's dew gathering on a plant, you may understand why that woman is so weak. So, who wants a cup of tea?
I'll have some.
Your daughter is quite something, Rashid. A scholar in her own right.
Нормас.
I know. I'd rather she wasn't. It would make marrying her off so much easier.
Oh, I'm certain that won't stay a problem for long.
Maybe the dew originates from invisible water in the air. Water that stays hidden when it's hot.
На пути святого Якова. 4 месяца спустя.
The pilgrim trails across France converged at Osterbat, in the foothills of the Pyrenees. There, the group of 20 or so pilgrims who had been travelling alongside me since I'd left Tours swelled to about 70. Some were prosperous citizens, some probably on the run from justice, a few drunks, and several monks and clergymen. Several languages were spoken, including Flemish, a German tongue, and a southern French language called Oc. Nevertheless, there was no lack of communication among them, and as we crossed the Pyrenees, they sang, played games, told stories, and in several cases had love affairs.
Влюблялись?
While my baby and I kept
Монахи?
mostly to ourselves.
Да ладно.
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem Kind.
Миддир?
Hush now.
Так, понятно. Сколько она уже тут находится? 4 месяца, наверное, да?
Richtig dreist. Kann ein Mann nicht einfach mal seine Ruhe haben? Der Weg aus Babenberg war doch anstrengend genug. Ein Kind hat ja auch gar nichts verloren. Stimmt doch, oder?
Успокойте младенца.
Jetzt ist's aber gut.
Guten Morgen, mein lieber Augustin. Пойдем к берегу. Помогите женщине. Вот этой.
Dear Lord, what are you doing? You should get out of the water. It's freezing.
My ring. I lost my ring. Dear Lord, please show mercy.
Так, а там кто стоит наверху?
The cold will kill you.
Да фиг с ним с крыльцом-то. Без крыльца я никуда не пойду. Интересно, как Джек сейчас выглядит? Непонятно. Река Арга.
Come back to me, please. Come
Tomorrow.
back to me.
Завтра.
She's not listening.
Она не послушает меня. Где же ты? Куда же ты делась? Так. Что там было? А так вот же оно. Вон оно сверкает. Я нашла его. Слепая.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You are a very kind woman. So very, very kind.
Вылазь.
I'm glad I could help.
Yes,
Из
yes.
воды-то.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Угу.
I can see this ring is very precious to you.
It was a gift from my stepmother. She thought I would stay forever, but I didn't.
Why did you leave?
Oh, I thought I didn't belong.
Чужая в своем доме?
She always said I was her
Странно.
daughter, but I was sure she was lying. I was so selfish and so stupid. Too stupid to see I really was happy.
Tell me about your stepmother.
She was such a kind woman. So very, very kind.
Угу.
Are you getting warmer?
I am, thank you.
Остался только один.
Maybe you really weren't happy.
I don't know.
О,
I was very
вот подумай над этим.
and thought I was unhappy.
Знаешь ты это
because
или
I
нет?
didn't live close to the sea. But in the end, the sea did not feel the same about me. The cold there made me sick. It took away my sight.
It was courageous of you to leave. You did what your heart told you to.
I was stupid. So stupid.
Такая дурочка.
Ah, that's why you went on the pilgrimage.
Yes. So that St. James might see my devotion and I will be united with my mother in heaven.
Пардоньте.
I'm just not as kind as you. Not kind at all.
Угу.
Actually, we two have quite a few things in common. I too am trying to make amends with the one man I loved the most. I was told he went straight to Santiago.
Сантьяго?
You will know soon.
Not soon enough. It's still 4 weeks till I get there.
He'll be there, I'm sure of it.
О, неплохо.
I hope so. I just feel that with every day that passes, I'm losing him a bit more.
Неправда.
And that the only thing I can allow
Всё будет
myself
хорошо.
still to hope for is not love, but forgiveness.
I understand.
Hey, hush now. Not long now and our journey will be over.
Путь Святого Якова. Изучить. Эль Камино де Сантьяго, или Путь Святого Якова. Маршрут христианского паломничества в кафедральный собор города Сантьяго де Компостела, где по преданию покоятся останки апостола Якова Старшего. Наряду с паломничествами в Иерусалим и Рим это одна из важнейших для христиан дорог. Только в таком пути паломник и мог освободиться от своих грехов. К XII веку такие паломничества стали организованными, вдоль пути стала возникать инфраструктура, а также был составлен первый в истории путеводитель, так называемый Кодекс Каликстинус, Кодекс Каликста, призванный поддержать будущих паломников и укрепить их в намерении совершить паломничество. Отличительными знаками пути святого Якова, как и символом самого апостола Иакова, является ракушка. Нормально. Сарагоса. Мы уже в Испанию ушли. Ёперный театр. Ладно.
The woman's name was Alba. She came from a small town somewhere in Catalonia. I quickly got used to her constantly feeling out for her stepmother's ring and the sad guilt that would always follow in her milky eyes.
Она была слепа. Ощупывая свое кольцо мачехи на пальце, а также к виноватому выражению лица и молочно-белых глаз.
I wasn't sure if she appreciated my company, but I couldn't leave her on her own either. By the time we reached Los Arcos, she'd stopped talking, while I kept on dropping a kind word here and there to let her know I was still by her side.
Так, в Бургас идем, да? Двинуться дальше.
Alba believed herself to be of weak mind and body, and yet she walked the Camino with a strong sense of purpose that willed her onward. It made me wonder about what I'd told her about my own.
Да я тоже. Вот сейчас закончу эту главу и спать. Она скоро заканчивается уже. А я тем временем задумалась о том, что рассказала ей о цели своего пути. На что я надеялась? Обрести любовь? Или я просто жаждала получить его прощение? За что мне было просить прощения?
But if I really was going to see Jack soon, it was...
Так, Леон. Ну, пойдемте в Леон. Что далековато уже ушла. Мне так кажется.
Around Leon, the path began to gradually turn uphill. It was only 2 more weeks till we'd reach Santiago. The baby was in a good mood, and so, surprisingly, was Alba.
Понятно. Все были в хорошем настроении, все было хорошо.
After Astorga, the trail got more difficult. Alba became slower and slower, and we had to rest more. She became quiet again. The strain on her old body grew, and she worried that she might not be able to reach the end. Still, we managed to push onward.
Альба стала сдавать. Ну да, по-любому. Вот представь, вот ходить вот так вот, да? В принципе.
The next morning, she refused to get up. Her breathing was
disturbingly
shallow, and she hardly noticed me touching her forehead. Everything hurts, she said, and urged me to continue without her.
Ну вот она и свалилась. Печально. Уйти без нее, нам надо идти.
I was about to leave when a monk stopped me. He urged me to stay at least for another day, and feeling that he was right, I remained.
Да еще с ребенком, да.
I'd hardly known her, and most of the time she'd tried to push me away, as if she considered herself a nuisance that slowed me down and who didn't deserve company. It wasn't until a few moments before she died that, for the first time, she smiled at me.
Печально.
I still like to believe that here, in this unlikely place, dying next to a near stranger, she'd found a moment of serenity and happiness.
До Сантьяго не добралась.
When I left, that thought still haunted me. To see that a journey could come to an end so suddenly. But what would be different if she had reached Santiago? Could she have been disappointed by what she found?
Ясненько. А вот и Сантьяго, конечный путь нашего назначения.
After months of hard travel, the child and I finally reached Santiago de Compostela. In the evening, we attended Mass in the great cathedral, then started to roam the town looking for my dear Jack. It was almost dawn when finally a priest pointed me to an inn close by.
Выясните, был ли здесь Джек.
Buenos dias. Do you understand me?
Sinto-cho ben, pero non temos camas dispoñibles.
No, I don't need a room. I was told a friend of mine stayed here some time ago. A red-haired Englishman called Jack. Do you remember him?
Eu só che falo en galego, miña rula.
Français? English?
Испана. Понятно. Ты кто? Птичка. Кувшины. Так. Трактир.
I'm looking for a man who likes to read a lot.
E logo anda sempre cun libro en riba.
Have you seen anyone
Вообще
like
ничего
that?
не понимаю. Я
Pero,
испанский
por que levas
никак
un
не
libro en
знаю.
riba? Basta escangallar co peso.
She doesn't even understand that I'm looking for a person yet.
Не понимает.
She doesn't even understand that I'm looking for a person yet.
Понятно.
Oh, que cousiña. Eche
Cousiña.
rubio.
See, redhead.
Учить испанский. У меня тут есть знакомая, которая вот приходит на стрим, она вот знает испанский. Гораздо лучше она его учила. Я до сих пор не дала ему имя. Вы не видели его отца? Допустим так. Падре дель Нино. Ниньо.
Ven sendo un peregrino.
What?
Pellegrino?
É un peregrino.
Oh, no. He's not a pilgrim.
Entón, quen ven sendo?
Он каменщик.
He's a mason.
Ai, mal rayo me partas, entendo o que me estás a contar.
show you something. She knows that Jack likes to read. Now I need to somehow tell her that he's a mason.
Каменщик.
Is there someone inside who might be able to translate for us?
Nena, que temer que te entenda.
A translator? A guest?
Agora mesmo estanche todos a dormir. Case che diría que volvas mañá pola mañá.
He's just a simple traveler like anyone else. Oh, I bet that doesn't help much.
Это не поможет.
He's a jongleur, a storyteller.
Ai.
Fu.
Na miña hospedaría non vai quedar jonglar algún. Xa temos jonglares dabondo por aquí. Téñenme ata o curuto.
You don't seem to like jongleurs, do you?
Да, она не любит бардов. Указать на что-нибудь. На камень надо указать.
Let me show you something. I was told he used to stay here.
Diz que o rubio está aquí. Ah, xa sei a quen andas a buscar.
Ó.
Xurxo!
Que foi?
O raparigo este é che fillo teu.
Pois, non che sei. Casa que non,
Рыжий испанец или кто это?
He's not the man I'm looking for.
Semella que desta aínda zafas.
Шуршу. Значит, он не тот был, да? Костер. Так, а вот это вот. Так.
Oh, can you help us translate?
O inglés non cho falo. Desculpa.
Он не работает так. Это не работает так, да? Так. Подождите, сейчас найдем. Трактир. О, на собор, точно.
He's a mason. He builds things like that.
Точно, это же собор.
Ah, eche masón.
Mason.
Sí, a mason. It's the same word in Galician.
Por aquí pasan unha morea de masóns. Non me poderías dicir algo máis sobre el?
Oín falar dun masón que dis que se dedica a traducir libros en Toledo.
Polo visto,
Toledo?
Que se chama Jack.
Yes, Jack. Have you seen him?
Non sei cal será o seu apelido, pero ben é certo que non chai moitos masóns rubios aos que lles guste ler. Se tan desesperada está, por que non vai a Toledo a comprobalo por si mesma?
Ok.
Entón, marchou para Toledo.
Toledo.
He went to Toledo.
A Toledo marchou, sí.
Di que o teu Jack podería estar en Toledo.
All right, so I will go to Toledo then. Gracias. I just pray that I understood you correctly.
Толедо. Сколько же времени прошло? Месяц? Не меньше. Толедо.
Buenos dias. Parlez-vous français? English?
Of course. How may I help you?
I was told a man named Jack Jackson lives in this house.
Who told you this?
A group of scholars living at the edge of town. They said he used to translate old scriptures about mathematics before he moved here.
Please wait here. I will talk with Master Rashid.
О! Рашида нашли. Возможно, да. Колонны. Сколько она уже... Ищет его. Опаньки, ящерка. Ящерка. Заглянуть внутрь. Да. Остаться снаружи. Это оно. Он тут был. Так, подожди, а если мы там останемся? Так понимаю, так будет правильнее. Войти внутрь.
It's his.
Отлично. Прощу нашли. Джек был здесь. Так, пошли назад. О, молодая женщина.
Oh, there you are. May I ask who let you stroll around our house? I travelled hundreds of miles looking for a man called Jack Jackson. A scholar told me that I would find him here.
Yes, my servant told me already. My father's not here at the moment, so you'll have to make do with me. Unfortunately, I must disappoint you. There's no one called Jack living in this house.
О!
He must be here. I found his slingshot.
What? Who allowed you inside my father's archive?
Maybe he took a different name then.
I'm sorry, but this is not easy for any of us. I think you should know that Jack and I are promised to each other. Maybe we should go inside. The sun's burning, and my mother doesn't need to hear us. Jack told me about you. You are Aliena. You're the one who rejected him and married his stepbrother. And now you want him back.
I'm here because I love him.
He always said that he had come here to find out about his family. But instead, he found out about everything else. About philosophy, mathematics.
Да.
When he and my father met, it was love at first sight. They studied together and made great plans. But in the end, Jack would always start talking about his cathedral again. This great church he would build one day. Rib vaults and pointed windows. He'd ramble on about it for hours and stare up at that ceiling. We three sat here for hours and talked. And then in the evenings, it would be just the two of us. So many strange ideas about the future. Some barely more than silly dreams. Others almost in arm's reach.
You're talking about him as if he were gone.
Well, he's not here anymore. My father had offered him work as a master builder here in Toledo. He would have been well off and free to spend his evenings under vaults like this, with me as his wife.
No.
But in the end, he refused.
Отказался?
Did you really marry his stepbrother?
It was a mistake. I know that now. I did it to fulfill a promise I'd made to my father. I thought I had no choice. I didn't want to hurt him.
What?
Believe me.
I do. You know, he left me because of you. Even after all you did to him, he couldn't let go. You can be glad that you ran into me and not my mother. She was enraged when he left.
He can have that effect on people.
But apart from that, we made our peace with him. Father even gave him one of his favorite pieces of his collection as a parting gift. A small wooden statue with stone eyes, in exchange for his slingshot.
Would you mind telling me where he went?
He went to Paris.
Париж?
To work on the Cathedral of Saint-Denis.
Oh.
He said he never found out about his father, so there was no reason to stay down here anymore.
Paris?
Yes. If you find him there, tell him I don't miss him.
Thank you, and all the best to your family.
Да, давай, хорошо, всего доброго. Спасибо, что заходил.
What is the child's name, by the way?
Well, he has none yet. I wouldn't name him without Jack.
Isn't that a bit silly?
До Парижа год.
Maybe.
Год идти обратно причем.
But he's his son as well as mine. It's his right to have a say in it too.
Then off to Paris. That baby needs a name.
He will get one. Thank you.
Так может все скипнется? Походу скипнется. Походу все скипнется. Сейчас подожди. Пропустим этот весь поход. Как она это по пути в Париж.
Passing through Astorga, Lyon, and Burgos, I crossed the
Господи, бесстрашная женщина,
Bordeaux, Angoulême, Poitiers, but never stayed longer than one night. The closer I came to Paris, the stronger my old doubts and fears resurfaced.
Страхи и сомнения ее одолевали.
If Jack really was there, what was I to say to him?
Что ему стоило сказать? Допустим.
Pull him very, very close, wishing for all the wounds to heal as quickly as they could.
Угу. 3 месяца спустя. Три месяца она шла до Парижа. Из Толедо. Жесть. Бегает, да. Он жестко бегает. Базилика в Сен-Дени. Так где же он этот засранец, а? Пацан еще не ходит? Он же год ему, наверное. Что ты таскаешь его все время? Не пойму. Блин. Найдите Джека. Пойдем дальше. Вот он. Видите его коня. Вот он. Очередную свою эту ваяет. Чувак. Так как ты его не видишь? Вот же он. Хм. Так. А, она уже его забыла, походу. Поэтому она его и не видит. Ну да. Был такой в свое время в Лондоне персонаж. Вот это я только не понимаю. Он был... на самом деле? Или все-таки это вымышленный? Хотя, наверное, все-таки он существовал. Женщина! Вот этот твой мужик-то, а? Че ты не можешь как осмотреть-то? Так. Господи. Так, как мне его активировать-то? Может, пусть пацан парит, что ли, я не знаю. Подожди, а может быть надо вот так вот? Сейчас мы его активируем. Вот отсюда как-то. Ну, отсюда не получается. А, во.
There, there.
Ну-ну.
Are we awake then? You almost missed this. Look at these colorful windows. Look at the light.
Все, пошло дело.
Ali.
We came to see you, Jack.
We? Is he?
Он
He
не
is your
знает.
son.
My son?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Ali, where do we go from here?
Wherever we go, I want to go with you.
Will you marry me? Both of you.
We will. We stayed in Paris as husband and wife. And our son.
Томми! Ли Джонс! Я так и знал, что это он.
Days became months. Then after a year, we both grew restless. Where can we go from here? We asked ourselves again. We both confessed that we wanted to see our families, our friends. And then we knew where we wanted to go. Home.
Домой.
Even if it was in shambles.
Даже если дом рухнул. Шербургская гавань.
We need to hurry. The ship to England will leave soon.
What's going on here?
Whatever it is, if the crowd doesn't clear up, we'll miss our ship.
Так. Наша телега.
Do you know what's going on?
Oh, chaos. I can't get these people to calm down. God knows I tried.
What happened?
The jongleur told the crowd a few stories. Then he sold people some miracle charms. But it was just fairy tales and painted stones.
Well, it always is.
I know, but I'd need a real miracle to calm them down now. Otherwise, they'll rip him apart.
В вещах? Да, спокойной ночи. Так, идем сюда.
Excuse me.
What's going on here?
He's a thief. He told us lies and stole our money.
But isn't that just a simple jongleur?
That poor man. We need to help him.
Успокойте толпу.
This isn't the right place.
Пойдем посмотрим, что у нас там есть.
Behold, the Holy Virgin.
If it takes a miracle to make these fools stop, then give them one.
You're right. I have to make her weep. It's the only way.
Во, сюда. Поставим.
Do you see? It's working.
Your friend Rashid must be quite the miracle worker.
Угу. Зарядили.
What's going on? The Holy Mother. She's crying.
Revere the Holy Mother, for she has blessed us with a sign from the heavens. Cease your doings right now and witness the miracle.
It's true. Lord in heaven. Why is she crying?
She weeps for your sins. What has this man done to you that you would treat him like a wild animal?
He tricked us and took our coin.
And you would kill him for your own foolishness. The Holy Virgin weeps, for you are not living by the word of God.
It is the Mother of God.
Forgive us, Holy Mother. Where did she come from?
For hundreds of years, she languished in the land of the Saracens. Dormant, she has been waiting for the one to bring her home.
Listen to what he has to say. The Holy Virgin has chosen this young family to protect her. Tell us all where you are headed.
Her destination is beyond these waters. In the small town of Kingsbridge, in the earldom of Shiring. There she wants to rest.
Kingsbridge? Where's that?
Hail Mary!
Make way for the Holy Virgin!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah, да.
Well.
Huh?
Blessed Mary, let my daughter conceive.
Give us a good harvest.
They're donating to ask for her blessing.
Oh. The weeping Madonna shall hear your prayer. And with your donations, I shall build her a new shrine at Kingsbridge, a cathedral.
It's you.
Who do you mean?
You. The red-haired ghost.
Me? A ghost?
My husband is very much alive. I've known him since he was 12 years old.
But he drowned. By God, you drowned. 24 years ago. On the white ship. My poor son. My Jacques.
His name was Jacques.
Jacques Cherbourg.
Jacques.
О,
Cherbourg.
это его бабушка. Это его бабушка. И он погиб на том корабле. Засим я должен откланяться. Закончим на сегодня. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел, кто будет смотреть. Всего доброго. До новых встреч, ребятки. Всего доброго.